you know, what's the difference between a terrorist and a methodologist? I'm like, what is it? He's like, you can negotiate with a terrorist. We want them to be agile, not do agile. Do you see a difference? This is the problem that we all have to solve. But happy to chat more about that if anybody feels like they want to know more. But here is some more information on that. Build leadership alignment, cross collaboration across the system. We got to start thinking about our system horizontally as opposed to those vertical silos. And those vertical silos worked for a period of time, especially in our waterfall development processes. You want to construct a bridge? Yes, you have to do it in the waterfall way. And that is why our silos were structured that way. Because when we have to construct a bridge, we first do the project planning. Then we do the design for the bridge. Then we do this for the bridge. You with me? But we're not building bridges anymore, at least not in our IT scenarios. So we got to evolve, right? So that is difference number one. Difference number two is the right culture that supports and celebrates agility, not constrains agility. Agility, you know, from a process perspective, is pretty simple to understand, right? Iterative, incremental delivery. Simple to understand. We discussed it 5 minutes. Everybody got on the same page with what that means. But when it comes to implementing it, that's where it becomes tricky. Self-organizing teams, easy to understand, right? Anybody's working on a self-organizing team that you think is a truly self-organizing team? Can you raise a hand? Works on a self-organizing team? Okay, half self-organized. Ron, do you want to give us a heads up or an intro to what your experience of working on a self-organizing team is? What is that like?
Well, I currently do because I'm the benevolent dictator for life for the project.
Got it. So self-organizing teams, you know, are one of the foundational elements of agility. What is a self-organizing team? Simply a team that plans their work on their own. We tell them, hey, this is what we want. We want you to build us a mobile app, for example. And we let them plan on how they build it. We let them plan on how long it's going to take. Obviously, we communicate with them on what is the business need, what are the timelines we're looking at, and we work with them to identify realistic goals. We want them to be agile, not do agile. Do you see a difference? Being versus doing. Let me know if you've seen this. Doing agile is checking the boxes. Yeah, we do have a daily stand-up. While in the daily stand-up, half of the team is missing, the other half is on their phone. Yeah, we do have a sprint. While in the sprint, we rarely have anything to show at the end. Yeah, we do have a retrospective. While in the retrospective, we rarely identify anything to improve. Anybody seen that?
Yes.
Right? That is a team that is doing agile. What is a team that is being agile? Would you agree being agile is a culture shift? Being agile is a mindset shift. Being agile is a different way of showing up. Being agile is a different way of collaborating. Being agile is a different way of solving problems. And that is the shift that takes time. That is a shift that takes leadership support and buy-in. You know, often what we see, give me a second, Stephen. Often what we see is, you know, leadership just pushes over people when it comes to implementing change, when it comes to, you know, implementing Agile and Scrum practices. They get the mandate from the CIO, okay, implement Agile. And they say, okay, we're implementing Agile. And they don't train them, they don't help them understand it, don't give them the opportunity to fail, which gives them which they are never able to understand. Yeah, Stephen.
Just a point that I think it's sometimes a misconstrued term, self-organizing teams, and that I think when people hear that, they think, oh, well, we have, you know, 50 engineers and so, hey guys, here's what we're working on. You guys go self-organize into teams and then do the work. And so I think that can be, especially if you're new to Agile, a little bit of a misnomer based just on the name.
Agreed. Agreed. And often the word agile gets misused a lot too, right? It's abused. Hey, you should do this because you're agile. You should be able to adjust right now because you're agile, right? You should not be documenting because you're agile. Those are all just common myths, right? Engage and reward the right practices. We got to celebrate agility, decentralized decision-making, enable people to make decisions, empower them to make decisions, share information that is required to make those decisions, encouraging collaboration as much as possible, and enable autonomy.